everybody, it's Johnny the Caveman with Carnivore Caveman Keto Couple. So my video today is going to be about my 40-hour dry fast experience. That's right, dry fast. So Deb had watched a couple videos on dry fasting and she was telling me about it and I was like, what? No water? That can't be healthy. So I watched a couple of the videos and when I was done I was like, whoa, this is amazing. So of course Deb and I do a lot of intermittent fasting and we do quite a bit of longer water fast, 24 to 48 hours. And of course we do those because we found out about autophagy, and I'll get into that a little bit later, but autophagy is a great activity that happens when you fast. And I'll link a couple videos on autophagy below and check those out, but we'll get into that in a minute. So one of the coolest things about dry fasting over water fasting is 1 day of dry fasting equals 3 days of water fasting. You get the benefits in 1 day that it takes 3 days of water fasting. So that's pretty awesome. So I started at night. I ate dinner at 7 o'clock. Woke up the next morning, 7 o'clock. Felt fantastic. Didn't feel thirsty, didn't have my coffee, so I was a little worried I'd get a headache from coffee, and I didn't at all. Didn't feel any effects, any headache, nothing. So that was really cool. Went to work, easy work, meetings, things like that, nothing strenuous. Made it to 7 o'clock that night, feeling great. No hunger pains, no nothing. And of course, Deb and I are carnivore. I'm straight carnivore. She's carnivore with a little bit of keto. So we were already fat adapted and just felt great. So went to bed, slept better than I've slept in a long time. Both nights. That first night I slept good, but the second night I slept fantastic. And woke up at 7, zero hunger, zero headaches, did not feel thirsty, thought my lips would get all chapped, they didn't. Went to work at 8:30, more meetings, just kind of sitting around, and I made sure I didn't go to the gym during this dry fast because no one recommends strenuous activity during a dry fast. So got to work, had planned on drinking water at 11, and I watched a couple different videos on how to break these dry fasts, and they recommended, drinking a small glass of water, waiting an hour, then another small glass of water. And then after that, you could, drink as much water as you wanted. But I didn't overdo it. I didn't want to get all bloated. And after the 2 glasses of water, 11 and 12 o'clock, came home, had a very lean steak. And I only ate half of it. Cut it up, small pieces, chewed it really good. And was curious if my stomach was going to be weird after all that time with no water, no food. Felt fantastic. One of the really cool things that happens when you dry fast, and I could not believe this was really interesting, is most of us have plenty fat, and I still have plenty fat myself. So your body takes that fat, which is molecules of hydrogen. Your fat is got a lot of hydrogen in it. You breathe in oxygen. That oxygen is in your blood, mixes with your hydrogen from your fat, and creates its own water. It's called metabolic water. It's the purest water you can have. Your body makes it, so it's yours. It's the perfect water. So that's really cool. And one of the things that I noticed during this dry fast was I was still peeing. That freaked me out. I'm like, how am I still peeing? And of course, my fat is being converted into water. So that was really cool. So by peeing like I was actually, that was a sign that I was burning fat because that fat is being converted into water. So when you're dry fasting, your body is utilizing cells not only for energy, but for water too, which was really cool. So before I forget, let me explain. There are two ways to dry fast. One is called a hard fast, where you don't even take a shower or brush your teeth. You don't come in any contact with water because your skin, some think that your skin can absorb water. The other is a soft fast, where you can shower, you can brush your teeth, things like that. I pretty much did a hard fast, other than I did brush my teeth one time, just out of habit. So those are the two different types of dry fasting. Some of the things that I read and saw in videos, there wasn't a lot of science that backed up that hard fasting was any better. There wasn't a lot of difference there. So if you're only doing a dry fast for 16 to 24 hours, what the heck, you might as well go hard. Go hard or go home, right? But it was a really neat experience. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I ended up feeling really good, good energy. In these meetings we had, there were, you had to think a little bit about some of the things that were said. So definitely had better cognitive function. I could tell I was very clear, no brain fog. Just the cognitive function was heightened for sure. Let's talk about the benefits of dry fasting. When you're dry fasting, there's a lot of anti-inflammation benefit from it. When there is not water or fluid, you can't have inflammation. Now when you drink again, yeah, could some of that inflammation come back? But it is definitely good for inflammation. So the dry fast is also very good for blood pressure. I didn't get a chance to check my blood pressure, but everybody says, and especially if your last meal is a high fat meal, it really helps with your blood pressure. And almost everyone that ate a high fat meal before their dry fast, blood pressure came way down. So that's a great benefit, especially for me, because I'm always concerned about my blood pressure. It's a great diabetes prevention. If you're trying to get your insulin levels in check, this is a great way to do it. Of course, if you're on medications, things like that, you definitely want to consult your physician, your doctor, whoever. It's also good for bone health. It was proven to create the hormone that creates strong bones in people that dry fasted. And it's great for oxidative stress. So everything that I read and the videos that I watched, it basically is a great thing for longevity. It's going to help you in so many ways, and my plan is to work it in every week. I think I will do a 24-hour dry fast. It's easy. That's part of it. It was so easy. And it is recommended, or I should say, if you are already ketogenic and fat adapted, it's going to be much easier for you. You're not going to get the hunger pangs and things like that. So they definitely recommend experimenting with intermittent fasting and water fasting before you just dive into dry fasting. Your body will be a little more used to it. To wrap things up, my 40-hour dry fast experience was a great one. Energy levels were great, felt great, slept great. Ketone levels were great, sugar was great. My ketones were the highest they've ever been. Mine usually are between 1.3 and 1.7, and it went over 2. So I was really happy with that. My sugar was definitely a little lower. My sugar ranges from 89 to 95, and it got all the way down to 85, which was really cool. Dry fasting is just another tool that we can use for health, fitness, weight loss, and longevity. I love the idea of autophagy. Autophagy is where the cells, your healthy cells, gobble up your old cells, your mutated cells, possibly cancer cells, and regenerate. I drive a city bus, so I'm exposed to a lot of germs and things throughout the winter, and the whole fasting process, whether it's intermittent, water fast, or dry fast, helps boost or reboots your immune system. So that's very important to me, and I'm really looking forward to this winter not getting sick because of all the fasting and eating healthy that we do. like I said, to wrap things up, I think it's a great thing. Do your own research, check everything out. If you are on medications, make sure you consult a physician or do enough research that you feel comfortable doing it. Hey guys, if you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It definitely helps our channel. Hit the bell notification. That'll let you know when we put out our next video. And until next time, remember, eat lots of meat. Meat heals. Peace out.